switched the titles on me.
Oh,
That's a bit rude.
never mind.
Anyway, that's okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
How are we?
Hello.
We're here. I know. We look like Princess
It's the same way.
Princess Diana. Hello. How are you?
It's a bit like that.
It's been spending too much time with Queen Elizabeth. I've really perfected my impersonation. I'll give it to you a little bit later.
Okay, all right.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Paranormal Hot Seat, where we are jabbing at the bottoms of the paranormal world and poking them with our pointy pitchforks. Pointy. Hopefully you can hear us okay. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're trying, so we're going to keep trying. Hello from the Netherlands.
Hello.
I reckon it's a Deutsch. Is that right?
Namira.
Oh.
Beautiful name.
Beautiful.
Let us know whether you can hear us. Send us some hearts.
Thank you, Lisa.
Something
Lisa's
to say
heard it.
yes.
Lisa knows. Lisa knows where it's at. It's all good. So we are Sans Anne. Oh, that's rhyming. Sans Anne again tonight. She is on her long journey back from the
land of the samurai.
Yeah.
The land of the what is the rising sun?
Long white cloud. No, that's New Zealand.
No, that's New
Rising
Zealand.
sun.
Rising sun.
Is the moon in Uranus and all that kind of stuff? I hate that. Don't you hate that? I hate that. I hate that when your moon's in Uranus is rising and all that kind of stuff.
But if you've been living under a rock, which possibly you could have, it's probably one of the safest things to be right now.
So this show is all about, talking about the hottest
topics
in the paranormal world and wonderfulness. And where's it gone? I had a little thing ready. Where's my thing?
He's pushing buttons. Pushing buttons.
I keep changing my thing. Where's my overlay gone? Overlay, Reba. Where's it gone? Oh, great. Anyway, so yeah, we're talking about hot topics, all that good stuff. There is a hot topic today that breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. As you were saying, we have our very own paranormal drama unfolding.
We've got our very own Conjuring House happening here in Australia.
That's
as
right.
You can see. No, you can't.
There's the camera.
There.
Historic Monte Cristo homestead for sale. A once-in-a-lifetime offering as world-famed landmark enters the market, complete with furniture and all. 18 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and a 6-acre estate. Now, before we begin, do you want to explain to the folks a little bit about Monte Cristo, what it is, where it is, how it happens, all things?
Well, Monte Cristo is a historic homestead.
Steady, Eddie.
In Junee, in New South Wales, out a long way away from anything. But it's a beautiful little township, and it has been owned by Reg and Olive, who managed the site for many, 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 many years and opened it up as a place for ghost hunters and paranormal investigators. And over probably the last 15 or so years, it's gained a reputation as being the most haunted place in Australia. And And everyone from around the world has come to investigate, to explore, to stay the night, to do podcasts, to do YouTubes, to do movies. Oh my gosh, everything has happened there. And if you have been lucky enough to have been, put in the comments, I've been.
There's a fair few people here that have been.
I've been, I think, 4 times. I was there when Reg was still alive. That's how long ago I went. He passed a number of years ago. They buried him in the front yard. He said he would come back and be one of the ghosts that would haunt Monte Cristo. Don't know whether that happened or not. But when Olive passed, it's at least 12 months now since Olive passed, the house went to the family through the will. It went to the 4 girls. Now, I think there are 4 girls and 1 son. Lawrence was the son that took over when Reg died and was telling all the ghost stories and telling about his life and everything, living and growing up in the house. Olive manned the kitchen as usual and cooked the schnitties for anyone who was staying overnight and just put her heart and soul into the place. for the whole duration. Unfortunately, Olive being, in quite a elderly state, let us say, she finally gave up the ghost herself. And after that happened, the whole thing went into the estate went in, and the lawyers got in there and gave it to, well, it was written in the will to the daughters. And I'm really, really surprised that it's come up for sale. I am. I thought that the daughters might keep it, or might install someone in there to keep running it as a place for paranormal investigations. Like a manager for the house, and keep
site manager.
Yeah, keep making money out of it and everything. Not to be. They closed it down. No one was allowed to go in, and now,
despite bookings,
and now it is for sale. Now, I did see on one of the posts on one of the sites, because it's been all over everywhere in Australia today, that someone
Google result.
Oh,
you look up Monte Cristo, it says for sale.
So someone said that it was sold and the sale didn't go through. I don't know. I don't know about that. I only saw it written up on one place, but it is definitely for sale now. It is everywhere. Mm-hmm. I have no idea the price.
Would you like me to read the listing?
Okay,
on realestate.com.
Go right ahead.
I will. Monte Cristo, circa 1885, 1 Homestead Lane, Junee. Step into history with this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to score one of the Riverina's most recognizable and iconic estates. Circa 1885, Monte Cristo Homestead stands proudly on the hilltop overlooking Junee, a commanding Victorian manor of timeless grandeur. Behind its ornate facade, you'll discover elegant period features, wide verandas, soaring ceilings, and craftsmanship of a bygone era. For decades, the homestead has captured national and international attention, celebrated for both its historical significance and its reputation as Australia's most talked about, quote-unquote, haunted house. Whether you are a believer in the paranormal or simply a lover of history, Monte Cristo offers intrigue, charm, and endless possibility. Comprising the grandeur of a double-storied manor, original residence, intriguing outbuildings, and expansive grounds spanning over 6 acres, the property invites a variety of future uses, from a private family estate to a boutique accommodation venture, tourism business, or heritage-focused restoration project, subject to approval. Selling on a walk-in, walk-out basis. Included is the entire contents of antique furniture, artwork, and accoutrement collected over a lifetime, adding to the allure. This is more than just a home. It is a landmark, a story, and an opportunity to own a true piece of Australian history. Properties of this caliber and history are seldom offered to the market. Whether you're drawn by its legends or its legacy, Monte Cristo is ready for its next chapter. So expressions of interest are up now. There's no price, which usually means we want as much as we possibly can get. And the expressions of interest close on Friday, the 12th of December at 11 a.m.
Wow.
I know. We'll go to some of the comments before we move on. Yep. Captain Chaos says, a friend of mine went there and he will never go back again. Well, you can't now.
Such a long way.
In the middle of fucking nowhere. Let's all buy it together. Isaac Butterfield included. Look, I did shoot Claire a message and she laughed, went, how much? So, it may have crossed the mind. I've been there and I was being watched. Could be someone alive, judging from the stories. My missus went there when she was younger and had an experience. Very cool. Poor Shane. I want to go there, but knee surgery and money stopped me.
Fair.
And Jo, I know because she watches Uncensored Radio, so I know every one of her little tags, says she's been several times and first time met Reg, which is, I think, where everyone has their familiarity and their affection for of a time gone by, because from the reports that I've been seeing of recent tours, and I never got the chance to go. I did have an overnight voucher that expired, and then it was like, yeah, sure, you can come. And then I went, no, we're closed. So
it was literally the week you were going to go.
yeah, sorry. Sorry to the people that paid all that money for that voucher for me for my birthday I never used. So they got my money. But from reports I heard, there are a lot of areas that were shut off due to being used as furniture storage or the degradation of the building over time and not being able to keep up with upkeep.
It is a money pit for anyone who wants to buy it.
Like anything
it's a money pit when it comes to those types of houses. When we stayed there, the last time we stayed there, it poured with rain and there were buckets out everywhere to try and catch the rain. The accommodation for people who are staying overnight is pretty cool. It's basic, it's pretty cool. But, you know, we were also running into the fact that Olive was getting really, really elderly. She was finding it hard to climb those stairs, and she was doing all the work in that space to, you know, make it clean and tidy for everyone. And so people, when we went, they didn't have pillows. They didn't have stuff on the beds, blankets, whatever it was. And so it was obviously getting really, really hard for the family to keep it up. They did want to keep it going until Olive had passed. I think, I don't know, I think probably her wishes would be she wants to be there until the very end. But it is one of those places where you could make a bundle of money. You could make a bundle of money out of the sale, which is obviously what's going to happen, but you could also make a bundle of money out of the fact that it is known as Australia's most haunted building.
And I think that's a problem, right? Once that original generation that is so passionate about not only the place and its stories, but also the guest experience.
Yeah.
Once they kind of, for lack of a better term, pass away, pass through, pass by, you've got to find somebody for these locations that love the location, that respect the location. I'm constantly drawn back to Tina at Waverly Hills as someone who has an amazing location, historically important, so important to the field, so well explored, etc., etc. But you can tell they love that place with the amount of effort they've put in to not only cleaning it up, but starting to renovate. Like when we went downstairs, they're renovating the lower floor to look as it did in its time. And that place is a monster.
It is.
It is monstrous. And I don't think we're spilling anyone's tea. I think we've mentioned it before. They're working at getting separate accommodation on site so that people can actually stay there and investigate and do all the things, which is
like, wow. Wow, let's book.
They were putting that money. They're putting that money back
into it,
because they care about it. It's not about a profit for them. And Tina and her team there were so welcoming to us, and they didn't know us from Barasote.
No,
and we went in with respect, and they thought we were great. They've welcomed us back anytime. So hopefully, very soon, one day, depending on the lifespan of a certain orange, we will go back. But I think that's the problem. And when you get family stuff involved as well, a lot of people are going, well, it's greedy because of this, it's greedy because of that, it's this, that, and the other. I think we're all discounting the lived experience of the people that grew up living in that house and what that does to people. Because if you look at even famous cases, Amityville, the Conjuring House, families don't necessarily survive living in an allegedly haunted location. It adds a lot of stress, and then add more stress to the fact that it's a tourist place, and that anytime you go, I live in Junee, it's a constant story. So I can understand both sides of, yes, I want to keep it open to honor my family, honor my parents, honor their wishes. But you can also understand people going, I just want to wash my hands of this and be done with it. It's so tricky.
And it's open. Literally, it was open the whole time. There were very few days when it was closed off, so that the family could actually live. I mean, when you've got a beautiful house like that and you're kind of living out the back of a room because you want the rest of the place open to the public, and you're making money out of it. And I know it's one of those things where, this is what you've decided to do.
Yeah.
You've decided to make money out of your own house. So therefore you are compensating that by living in a small area of the house, which is probably tiny. It's one of those things. And Reg and Olive, I don't think were terribly entrepreneurial. They just loved the place, and Reg just wanted to share all of the stories. So it was all about him, really, and his desires. And he loved meeting people. He would stay up till 1, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning talking to people, and then go to bed, and then be up in the morning to, serve them breakfast.
And again, look at Tina was there the entire time we were at Waverly Hills. She came, introduced herself to us, explained everything that was going on, because it was around Halloween time. So like, can't do this, can do this. This is what we're doing. This is what we do after. Like, she gave up her time freely when she didn't have to. Saw us in, saw us out, and was making sure that we had the best experience there possible. And obviously the same for Reg and Olive.
Yeah.
It was something that they really cared about. And, the same for some of the owners of the Conjuring House. It comes down to intention and what it's a very interesting parallel to what's going on in America. And I think, as you can say, like, it will be as complicated, I think, because everyone's going to have an opinion on whoever buys it and what they should do with it.
Yeah. What do you think, people? Do you think it should stay in Australian hands? Or what if someone from America comes in and buys it? There are a lot of businesses over in America that have bought up a lot of the haunted sites, and now they are making lots of money. Lizzie Borden is one of those places that is owned by a very big American company that owns quite a number of haunted houses. What if one of them bought the house and decided to, put in a manager and have it managed, or have a paranormal group that is connected to the house and runs paranormal tours? What do you think of that?
My 2 cents, I don't think it matters who owns it. I think it matters what their intention is for owning it. Because when it was closed to the public as an investigation site, the through line was it's going back to being a private family home. And fair enough.
Yeah.
But that obviously wasn't it.
Yeah, I'm totally surprised that
it came out of nowhere. I don't think anyone expected it. And we have so few of these iconic places that you can access. Access is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's a matter of going, oh, okay, yes, we have all of these amazing allegedly haunted sites, but a lot of them are behind the wall of National Trust or city councils or private owners.
Yeah.
And having, as we've talked about many, many times on this show and in day-to-day life, just getting past that wall is
incredibly hard.
Is a mission.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, cool, I love that. But your head against the wall 700 times until someone says yes. And you're okay, cool. I did ask the question today on Ozparatech about what should happen. There's a few people. Dave Mann, of course, was the first one. That it's restored and opened as accommodation and event space for weddings or functions. A nod to Reg and Olive would be nice by having rooms or the hall named after their honour. That would be very nice. Leslie Knoll says, let's hope it doesn't turn into another Conjuring House drama. I'm really hoping that someone who values its history takes it on and keeps the property cared for. The place deserves respect, not a circus. And that's the thing. We walk a very fine line with dark tourism of respect and trying to think of a nice way to say it. Exploitation of the stories of people that lived in that house. Because now, quite literally, Reg is buried there.
Yeah.
What happens there?
Yeah.
You know what happens? He said he wanted to be part of the house, and now they are forever tied there. It's a tricky situation. Sarah Jane says that whoever buys it fixes it up, opens it back up for the public again and for ghost tours. I mean, that's an ideal idea, right? Papaya? Oh, papaya. I don't know. Sorry if I got it wrong. That someone from a paranormal team buys it, opens it back up for ghost tours, but let's keep the history and not renovate the house. I can dream. Yeah, very good. Aaron Coulters, I'd like to see them still continue with the ghost tours, whoever buys it, and I hope that they know what they're dealing with. My wife is a relative of Olive and Reg and has been there a few times. We even saw a ghost of a little boy who Reg and Olive hadn't known about or seen before in an old milk storeroom. My car started misfiring as soon as I pulled up to the carport, even though after driving from Brisbane it hadn't missed a beat. Cheryl says, if I want to touch I restore it and open it for overnight investigations, bring it back to its true glory. And I think that that's probably the biggest thing. As Lisa said, it needs attention already.
Yeah.
And the thing, you got to have deep pockets to get it to a state where it can generate money. It's having that capital to be able to put it in and go, oh, in the long run, I'll be able to make some money off it. But you got to kind of suffer the children a little bit, don't you?
And the whole thing is that the state of the house and it being open to the public literally died with Olive and Reg. So you would have to make applications all over again as the new owner to go into that. That might cost thousands of dollars in itself to be able to get it to a point where you can go in and register it as a site for tourism. So again,
because we're going through that. Well, we're going through that. We've been through that with Maitland Jail.
Yeah,
someone decided that it's not fit, and we can't get in there. There is a location that we visit quite regularly that's sustaining some damage because it's not getting the care it needs, and it will eventually end up having to close.
Yeah,
and this is the thing: when it goes into these hands of trustees, whether it be National Trust or a private thing, it has to be someone who has the well-being of the property in mind and that it is going to do something, not just sit there and be empty. But is that sometimes part of the plan?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Borley Rectory? They were was it Borley Rectory? No, it was Waverley Hills. They were digging around when one of the owners, they were digging around under the foundations in hopes that it would collapse so they could knock it down and build a hotel there. So it's intention, and that's the hardest thing.
And look, with Monty, it is a private residence. Someone has a right to go in and buy it and make it a family home if they want to,
and not let people in.
Yeah,
and we have to swallow that.
Yeah. And they might do a sellout, and they might sell all of the furniture and everything, and you kind of go, okay.
What do you make of that, though? What do you make of a walk-in, walk-out sale? After not years, decades of people curating that space and getting stuff. Is it a bit fuck it? I want it gone.
Well, if you look at it, you've got family that really don't want to have too much to do with the house, I don't think, anymore. And the easiest way to do it is walk in, walk out. The easiest way is it's no longer my problem. I don't want any of the furniture. I don't want to have anything to do with it. From that point of view, just sell the lot as one. If anyone looking to start a business,
oh look,
and you've got to see me $3 million in a pocket.
If you had the money, you'd
jump at it.
Silly not to.
You'd jump at it.
It would cost a bomb, but in the long run, if you run it correctly, it would be a moneymaker.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's be honest. It would be something worth doing. So I don't know if anyone has any mysterious rich relatives that want to.
I know people were talking about a GoFundMe and all of that. That is just.
It's a pipe dream because then it comes in like the Conjuring home. It starts with a good intention of looking after it and keeping it available to paranormal teams. But then it's like, it becomes, well, who runs it and why do they have the right to run it and why are they in charge and why do they get to choose?
That's right.
So
It's
Yeah,
not.
it's not an easy
No.
answer. Just like the Conjuring House, it's
Yeah.
not an easy answer. But let's move on because we do have an easy answer for something.
Oh, do we?
We spent the weekend last Halloween, mind you,
Yes.
at a very historical site,
Yes.
and it was so refreshing / exciting to go somewhere brand new, full of history that wanted us there.
Yeah.
That wanted us there, and I think we made some believers out of some of the people there. So if you don't know what we're talking about, last weekend, Renata and myself and a couple of the people from the Newcastle Ghost Tours team, Lisa, Michelle, and Dave, man, our special foreign correspondent, he's our away team. We're at Old Parliament House in Canberra, or it's called Mode now, isn't it? Museum of Australian Democracy. And that is another place where you can tell they care about that space. They love that space. I was talking to lovely Holly, who was our event organizer, curator, whatever, and they are closing half of it at the moment that for renovations. And she said, the most important thing we do here is make it look like we haven't done anything so that you can walk around and get a sense of what the place is like. And I think we really got a good sense. What did you think? Like, I mean, this is your business, this is your baby, and this is
look, I was
a
so
huge step.
Yeah, I was so excited to be there. I know it's a really, really long way for us to go.
Not that far, really. It was okay. We broke it up.
Yeah, it is though out of our kind of region. And we specifically had to go outside of our region because there is nothing in our region really available as such, except for the few sites that we sort of have a handle on. It's very, very difficult to get anything in our area. But it was one of those super sites that I wanted to try and connect with because I think it's got a lot of opportunity for continued investigation. We already on the night got in connection with a senator who had passed over in the Senate chamber, and he was giving us little snippets of information through the spirit box that the people that were on the spirit box had no idea. They just thought they were random things that were coming through. But when we talked to one of our staffers that were there on the night and we asked her about all of this.
Hi, Ollie, if you're watching.
She went, oh, my God, this all makes sense. I'll let you know how all of this connects. And we were going, oh, my God.
That was really cool because it's not something that happens a lot. We had venue staff that could back us up on things that we didn't know about. And it amazed some of the stuff that happened amazed them. I think lovely Barb, she was chuffed. She loved everything about it. And they could really back us up with factual information that we were referencing, which was so refreshing. Refreshing more than anything else. And it was a very interesting couple of nights.
It very much surprised me how many people had never done a paranormal investigation night before.
To jump in.
They were very willing to jump in. Some people were absolutely terrified and were quiet. I think they thought all we were going to do was take them around to spots and tell ghost stories.
No, we throw you right in the deep end, don't we?
And we kind of went, no, you're taking part in this. You're the one finding the ghosts, not us. So it was a really unique and interesting experience. And the great thing is we got to do it twice. We got to do it on the Friday night and then we went back on the Saturday night. Two completely different groups.
But enough similarity between activity.
Absolutely.
That now we know what to look for.
A lot of people felt that there was still a lot of energy and a lot of activity in the spaces, even though we were there, of course, after dark, and you could hear a pin drop in the Senate chamber. Literally, when we closed those doors, we didn't know you guys existed.
I tried going down the back where I was,
and
I was about half an hour away from everyone.
You could hear a pin drop.
Which was fun. Which was fine for all you guys. You're all together, setting up, loving each other. I'm down the back of the place with no one in the dark, just going, all right, I'm talking. And this is where I developed my wonderful interpretation of our recently deceased former queen. I was in an exhibit in a space where she actually hosted the Queen.
Yes.
So it was of significance, of historical significance. And they had an audio clip playing
Yes.
on a sensor. And it was, hello, I'm talking to you now from Australia. And I was like, I've got it down. But we had some really interesting stuff happen down there that was related to what was happening in the King's Hall, which is not close by and related to the beginning of the night. And it's a busy. I think it's still a busy place when we're there.
We had one lady who said at one stage, I think you were on the Spirit Talker, and it said father.
Oh yeah, so this was the second night, and she was the second last group, and we had Spirit Talker going. We were doing like a little bit of a digital seance kind of thing, trying to just get some interactivity with a couple of things. And Spirit Talker came up with father and downstairs. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever, no worries. And I sent people off because we'd had some shadow movement and stuff. So people went, and I think I was the only one that got people to go by themselves. So they're a little bit trepidatious, but I got them to go into the dark and have a look around because that's the evil kind of human being I am. And this lady comes up and goes to me, oh, do you mind if I stayed here? I'm like, oh, no. She goes, can I ask a few questions? And then she asks the name of a gentleman. And I said, oh, who's that? She goes, oh, that's my father. He used to work here downstairs in the 70s.
How cool is that?
And she was quite moved by it.
She was, and she had her daughter with her. And they were really like, oh my God, I can't believe that just happened.
And actually on the first night, we had a very stoic couple. They were foreign and not really about it until, and as I said at the beginning of the night, just because we're in a political space, don't limit yourself to thinking it's politicians came through. He got a name very related to his family, and Spirit Talker was just talking to him. And it was on flight mode. We don't know these people from Adam, so it was reassuring stuff like that. It's like, oh, okay. He just had a little chat to it as well. It was, very interesting. And there's some audio recording that's might be something that lovely Lisa caught.
Yeah.
So we might be able to put that up eventually one day as well. And
there is a picture. There is a picture. There is a very small video, just a couple of seconds. I do have it. I'm going to put it up for the team so that they can have a look at it first to see. But there is a light anomaly that happens in the Senate chamber. And none of us were in the Senate chamber at the time. We were all in the King's Hall, which is out the front.
That was the second night, wasn't it?
Yes.
And Lisa caught the anomaly in the Senate chamber again on that first night when everyone was back in the King's Hall, which is the main chamber. Yes, sound travels, but you can hear how far away everyone is. This is close to that microphone.
Yeah, absolutely.
No one was in that room.
Yeah, and no one knows where that microphone is except for Lisa, who put it down.
So it was very interesting and that anomaly was kind of near where the dish was too. It kind of blips out of frame, and again, no one was there. Like I know for a fact that no one was there because I was there in person. So when it comes to questioning evidence, believe the people that are there. Like it was. I'm not saying that it was paranormal, but I know for a fact that there's no one in those rooms.
Yeah. So, Anne, you missed out on 2 good nights.
But the good news is
she'll be back.
The good news is
we've got more.
Yeah, that's because we have someone joining us. Linda, the spiritual alchemist. She cannot wait to be there on the 29th.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's super cool. It really is. It's just super cool walking in there.
It's refreshing.
And just being able to be in that space where so much has happened.
Yeah.
I do have another.
Oh, wait, we do have a very important.
To share. Yes.
Did we stop at Bundaberg to get some oily scallops? We were very busy. No. We did have a secret mission before, which we can't talk about. We had a very top secret mission before.
Yes.
one day, hopefully, we can talk about it.
One day.
And hope cross everything for us.
Oh yeah.
But we had a very interesting morning. We had a long day. That was a long day, but so worth it. Sorry, continue. I just
interrupted. And it was really nice accommodation that we got as well.
And we had a good chill out. We had pizza.
Yeah.
We had Chinese
at like 11:30 at night.
As you do after starve. Oh my god.
As you do after.
I know, Shane. Next time, I think that a Bundanorian stop might have to happen.
No, never.
Oily solid Bundanorian.
I do want to talk about something that I found on the internet today, and it kind of struck a chord with me because we have this sometimes come up where a situation is that you are in a haunted place. Like, for example, we were working at Maitland Jail, and people would come in and go, no, I just want, I'm going to send this ghost to the light. I'm going to send this ghost to the light. And we're going, no, it's not your job to do that. We are not allowing you to do that. Our ghosts stay here. It's fine. They're here because they want to be here. If anyone asks for help, we will deal with it. So no sending these ghosts to the light. But I have also been on tours and in places where people have said, we're going to do a clearing here, a cleansing. We're going to send all of these lovely ghosts to
this house is clear towards the light, Caroline.
So the question is, should you deliver a ghost into the light if you do not have permission to do so? Now, this story comes from Paranormal Files UK, and I will read it to you. This is a story that was in the local newspaper. Exorcist banned after stealing 300-year-old spirit. And this is the Red Lion Inn in Avebury. Now, Avebury is where there are standing stones in the UK, and there is a very, very haunted and well-known inn called the Red Lion.
Most haunted. Get it?
So the historic Red Lion Inn, situated in the heart of Avebury, Wiltshire, became the centre of an extraordinary supernatural controversy when an exorcist was banned from the premises for allegedly stealing a 300-year-old ghost. As reported in the Sunday Mirror on the 15th of September 1996, this is an old story, landlord Pat McCann was furious after learning that self-proclaimed exorcist from Hastings had performed an unsanctioned exorcism during a visit to the pub. The spirit is part of the pub and he has no right to interfere, McCann told reporters. He asked me if I wanted an exorcism, and I said no. But he went back and went ahead and did it behind my back. The ghost attracted a lot of visitors. We've even had a TV crew from America. According to legend, the Red Lion...
I wonder who that was.
According to legend, the Red Lion's most famous ghost is Flory, said to be the restless spirit of a woman murdered more than 300 years ago by her jealous husband after he caught her in the arms of another man. Oh. Her body was reputedly thrown down the old well.
They like a script.
You don't do that. You don't throw people down the well.
Unless you
That's where you get your water from.
Unless you want to make a
unless it's an old well and there's no water left, right? In the centre of the inn's bar. Over the years, countless visitors and staff reported witnessing her apparition, a sorrowful woman in white seen drifting through rooms or appearing near the well. Others spoke of lights switching on and off, objects moving unaided, and cold breezes sweeping through the building where no windows were open. McCann, unimpressed, promptly barred him from the inn, declaring that the ghost was part of the Red Lion's history and identity. So the rest of it goes on to tell you a whole lot of stuff that says come and see the rest of our ghosts. Mm-hmm. But what do you think? Do you go into a site and uninvitedly say, I'm just going to rid the place of all of these spirits. They need to go to the light. They need to go to Jesus. And that's it. even if the owner or the site managers say, no, you don't.
Well, Captain Chaos says no. Hell no, actually. And Lisa says, what makes people think it's even possible to move a spirit out of a space? Interesting. Because we did have something like that happen at Old Parliament House. I haven't really had a chance to talk to you about it.
Do you mean you're telling everyone live?
I'm telling everyone live that we had on both nights messages from someone who was lost. That they were saying, I'm lost, I'm stuck, I still have work to do. So it made a few people actually a little bit emotional in the group that I was there, thinking that someone was stuck there and having to stay there. And we, as always, we try to, get a little bit of information so that if that is a choice that the spirit wants to make, we will try and facilitate that. And again, I'm sometimes the worst ghost tour guide in the world, but whatever. I've seen it happen at Prince Henry Hospital. It was the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life, but it worked. It seemed to work. It changed when everything was said and done, and we had kind of figured out the mystery that was trying to be. Everything just dropped. It went from a heightened, you could feel that electricity in the air, to just dead silence, nothing through the spirit box, nothing through anything. And whether that's psychological or paranormal, it helps people, which I think, and it's not always the paranormal that some people need help with when they come on ghost tours, or investigations. So if someone asks if we are getting that kind of help me, I'm stuck, it's always a matter. I think you do your due diligence and try and get a name, try and get some information, and if that is forthcoming, then it's something that somebody who has abilities can assist with. But just to go in off your own back and go, I am going to liberate everything because I am the savior of the paranormal world, is another question completely.
And I read all of this from the Red Lion, and some people might think, well, how dare you keep a spirit stuck there for your own, money making from the site? How dare you do that? And look, from our experiences, some spirits want to stay where they are for whatever reason.
Which is what Sky, I'm going to make a point. Sky says Old Windsor Hospital is haunted, and the matron there always did her rounds and did her job. Like the matron at Q Station, that is an entity that is constantly reported, that is paid respect to, that seems to, depending on what you believe, have some kind of sway, power over the space and the activity that presents itself when you are there. We have those kind of experiences at Maitland Jail. We have those kind of experiences at Tomago House. We have those kind of experiences even at Grossman and Broth House, where there are entities, whatever you want to call it, that interact with us constantly, or we can reference them and something will happen. So it is a very good question of entitlement of moving people on, or whether they're happy to stay there, because we know some of the boys at Maitland Jail won't go anywhere because they're scared of what happens next, or they like it. It was their happy, safe space, and they want to stay there forever. It's not anyone's job to evict them if they don't want to leave. Oh, foreigners.
Oh my God.
Let's see if the internet holds up. Hello. Can you hear us?
Hello. We can hear you.
Konnichiwa. There's a noise, but I think it's a phone. I don't think it's connected.
How are we? How's the Japanese lifestyle treating you?
Now we're on.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Can you hear us? This is great, right?
Yeah, I want to go.
Oh God.
We got those.
Too much
All right.
I think.
Hello. How are you?
Hi.
We've made it through. We're at the airport. We're ready to get on the plane. It doesn't actually leave for another 2 3/4 hours, but we're here.
Good
Excellent.
stuff. Everyone's waiting your return. We're just talking about our adventures at Old Parliament House and what you have yet to experience. So,
Oh yes, I know. I piked out.
so rude of you to travel internationally. I tell you what.
Oh, so rude of Renata to book a tour while I'm going to be away.
I had to book it while I was still hot for the idea. Sorry, couldn't wait.
I know. I actually asked everyone. I did ask.
You asked permission to go. Can I please go on holiday? That's okay. You're forgiven this time.
Don't do it again.
Thank you. Thank you for looking after everyone, Steve.
That's okay. It is rude. It is rude to leave us here when you're on holiday adventures, you know. But we like
Well, I
holidays.
did leave you at my house with all of my animals.
I know we like going foreign places.
We do.
We went to Hotel Gosford. That was foreign.
That was not too bad.
That was good. I had a good time at Hotel Gosford.
Yindi, we arrive at, I think, what time was it? 10 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're going to slum it back on the train, as you do.
If I would have known earlier, I would have come and got you. But I got a podcast to do.
Now, I know, you got to work. That's all right. We'll be fine.
Have a leisurely
Anyway, we'll
trip
leave you.
on the train.
Yeah, we're going to go and jump into the business class lounge. Not that we're flying business class, it's just that I've got enough points I can. So, yeah, we'll catch us all on the dark side.
See you soon.
Bye.
Travel safe.
I've got no idea.
I've got no idea how. I'll just keep you out. Bye. God, the people that hack your airways, hey?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know. Captain Chaos said, back to the conversation, if a spirit or spirit is part of the place, then leave them the fuck alone.
Some people just feel entitled that they must go in and they must present themselves as, like you said, the savior of the universe, and go, no, this spirit is calling out to me. The spirit needs to leave. I need to do this.
I'm
Yes.
special.
I'm special syndrome. And you go, no, bugger off. You weren't asked. If that was the case, we would be called in or we would be asked to do that. But
and it would be a repeated thing. You know, if it is a pattern of behavior or a pattern of activity, it would be telling everyone it's dog, I want to go. Let me out. I've got to go.
Yeah, and we'll find out more about that. We will find out whether that is the case as we go back. We have 3 more tours for the end of the year.
What are those dates, Renata?
28th and 29th of November and the 27th of December.
So if you can't stand your family and you're stuck in Canberra, come and visit us at Old Parliament House the day after Boxing Day if you've had enough ham and prawns.
Absolutely.
And chicken. Come and hang with us.
And if you are driving there and you're looking for accommodation, you might be late. You might have to book outside of Canberra.
Yeah, it's hard at holidays, isn't it?
It's pretty chockers.
That one big street is full.
Yeah.
Just don't trust
unless you got about $1,000 for a night.
Just don't trust Michelle Satner. The joys of travel, hey?
Anyone got any questions before we finish up? Any thoughts on anything that we have mentioned?
Any
Just
questions?
pop them
Any
into
feelings?
the feed for us, please.
Well, we are going to say it. James Roberts said, hello, another awesome show. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
And Sky says, this show is gold. Thank you for loving us, even though Anne's not here. We're pretty all right, too.
Yeah, we like to talk about some juicy topics every so often because everyone talks about it anyway, and people talk about it behind the scenes. And so we just like to bring it up to the front and go, hey, this is actually what's really happening. What do you guys think? What do you think? We have our thoughts on many things.
Oh, there we go. December 7th. Thank you. December 27th. We'll be there, Pauline.
Oh, Pauline.
John,
and Yasna. Yay. Absolutely. we'll have breakfast together on the next day.
Oh,
They have good breakfast. We found a
we
really
found a
great
couple
spot.
of good spots.
Found a great spot to have breakfast.
Oh, Renata, how do I book you?
For what?
She needs a session.
How do I book you? For tarot, my love, go to tarotqueen@gmail.com and let me know, and I will be able to organise a time with you. So tarotqueen@gmail.com. Thank you.
Flashing across the bottom of your screen right now.
Thanks, you, Sky.
It's. Oh, well, she's sad about the reading you did in October because it's coming true. Not really, because it shows you know your shit. Well, you can't always get what you want,
No,
but if you try, sometimes you get what you need. That's the song, right?
Look, if you have a reader that just gives you sparkle, sunshine, and unicorn farts, you're probably not talking to the right person. Just saying.
Cindy, I have. What time do you land in Sydney? I think they said
10 o'clock.
10 a.m. they're landing. Is that the question you asked? Because I can't find another one. So
Gonna stand there with flowers and balloons.
Look at this lovely person. Don't forget Uncensored Radio tomorrow at noon. But Joe, it's actually at 1 o'clock now because it's hit daylight savings time in the US as well. So my life has hit a very big kickback. But it's all right. Don't have to wake up early to do the show anymore. If you want to hear controversial takes on the pop culture and popular news of the last week and a half, because we had to do weird stuff because of Halloween, join us at Uncensored Radio. Renata pops in sometimes when she's feeling feisty.
Occasionally.
She gets fired up and yells about usually the president. Usually the president. So no, you just ask the question again because I can't find it. So yeah, if that floats your boat. Otherwise, what other tours have you got coming up?
We have another Grosman House tour, only a couple of tickets left. So these are November and December tours. We have Tocal Homestead, again, just a few tickets left for Tocal. I've got a Miss Porter's house coming up in December as well. We've got a few tickets left for that.
Very boutique, that one. Oh, what about Flamingos? Are we sold out?
And Flamingos next Thursday. My gosh.
If you are in Newcastle,
oh, please come along.
Being spoil sports. Everyone's like, it's on a Thursday night. You don't go out for dinner on a Thursday night. You don't go late night shopping. It is an early investigation. It is something, if you enjoy paranormal investigation and doing it on a smaller scale and getting to have a really unique
experience
and individual experience, Flamingos, we need your support there to keep it going because it is such a great space. We've only done like 4, I think, and it has been off the chain every time. So here's the question that Indy had. Okay, so we had a 150-year-old hospital pulled down. And the apartment buildings on the site. Will the spirits go into the new house?
Probably. They will. Right?
Ask the people that live at the Royal.
Yeah. So we had an old hospital up the top of town here in Newcastle. After the earthquake, they pulled it down.
That's where I was born, actually.
And they put up apartments and a hotel, and the apartments are certainly haunted.
From all accounts,
so
everyone's like, no.
There's a lot of residual stuff going on there.
It's like a very famous site here in Australia that has accommodation attached to it. But the ghosts are only down there. Yeah. They're not in the rooms.
No, never. They're everywhere.
I'm not saying that at all. Who said that? Yeah. Disembodied voices. I don't know what's happening. I'm feeling a bit naughty tonight. It's because it's the end of the show. Ian's not here to tell us otherwise. That was a very interesting line to toe. Did you get that spiel when you were there?
What?
That the accommodation was not haunted. So when in a previous life, when I briefly lived in Sydney, I did some work experience with an eye to getting a job at that very infamous space.
Yeah. And
the company line was, no, there are no ghosts in the accommodation. Meanwhile, you ask anyone that works there, they're like,
yes, there are.
Yes, there are. And quite epic stories as well. It's interesting where people will draw the line. It's
Yeah.
like, yes, that's haunted, but this part, no, you're fine.
Yeah.
So when it messes with the
It's the
overnight stay.
Demarcation line.
No,
That's
just
it.
get your
No.
salt out. No, locust
No.
must cross here. I think that, like, if it's advertised as haunted location, haunted accommodation, that brings people in.
Mhm.
Again, look at when we went to Lent Mansion.
Mhm.
But will I have a spa bath upstairs with the monkey boy at 3 a.m.? Yes, I will, because when in my life am I
Are you
ever going to
going
get to
to
do that again? And we were there a night that they were doing one of their tours, and they're like, "Oh, do you mind if we won't go in your rooms if you don't want us?" So, like, people are here to see the house. Let them see the house. Like,
Yeah.
we're going to get to see it. We've got the whole house, the whole bloody night.
Mhm.
Let people in. Let us. Like, I think they got lucky that we were there. Like, yeah, go for it. Go
Yeah.
crazy. Because imagine going on a ghost tour and they're not being able to go in the rooms. Oh, there's ghosts over there, but you can't look at them. Please go to the gift shop on your way out.
Yeah.
It's like
That's right.
radio. Yeah. That's the way
Anyway,
it is,
that
right?
is us. That is us.
No,
Next,
if you have a last minute question, you can get it in now. Otherwise, next week.
next week,
and
next
we'll be back.
Thursday, and we'll be back. Unfortunately, this week we do not have a True Hauntings podcast episode coming out
There's
tomorrow.
a ghost in the machine.
It's just been really, really difficult, but we will catch up the week after.
There's been a lot going on.
It's been a lot going on.
Not
Behind
just
the
paranormal.
scenes,
Not
yeah,
just paranormal.
just
What's
our
got
private
life?
lives.
Life's been going on. Life's been
Yeah.
going like this, everyone. Smacking us around, making us a bitch.
Did your tablets kick in now, Steve?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Shane is fixated. You need to answer the question. Did you fix your toilet?
No,
We need a
No.
sexy plumber that will do it for free.
but I did get rid of the stuff that was in the way for.
She cleared the space.
I cleared the
Did you ask permission? Excuse me, are you ready to move on?
Yeah, I did. We've got a pathway now going to where the sewer is, so that someone can come in. Before that, it was a no-go.
We're looking for a buff gentleman.
Mm.
Oh, we found a buff gentleman. Oh, we can't talk about it.
No, we can't.
We did find a buff gentleman,
We
but we
did.
can't talk about where we found him and how we found him. But woo, that was fun. That was a good morning, wasn't it?
It was.
It was a good morning. We hope you have a good morning. We hope you have a good night. We hope that you stay spooky. We'll see you on the dark side.
And
Don't be a
be a
dickhead.
dickhead,
But
and-
most importantly, blow it out your ass. Bye-bye.